What if I told you the biggest surprise about the Omoda 7 isn't the technology, the design, or even the price? After living with this SUV, I discovered something that completely changed my opinion of it, and it's something most reviews never mention. Welcome back to Supercar. Today we're talking about the Omoda 7, one of the most talked about plug-in hybrid SUVs of 2026. On paper, it promises premium features, impressive efficiency, and serious value for money. But after spending real time with it, one thing stood out more than anything else, and trust me, it's probably not what you'd expect. Let's get into it. 1. The price stops mattering. At $32,000, the Omoda 7 already looks like a bargain. But the real surprise is how quickly you forget the price once you're inside. This simply doesn't feel like a budget SUV. The cabin is packed with soft touch materials, heated seats, a huge 15.6-inch touchscreen, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a cooled wireless charger, and even a Sony sound system as standard. Everything feels far more expensive than the badge suggests. When you realize a similarly equipped Volkswagen Tiguan eHybrid can cost well over $10,000 more, you start wondering why you're paying extra for a logo. But impressive value is only the beginning. The real surprise appears the moment you start driving. 2. The silence is almost unreal. Most affordable plug-in hybrids make compromises somewhere. Usually it's refinement. The Omoda 7 does the opposite. Press the start button, and you're greeted by complete silence. Thanks to its super hybrid system, the SUV can travel up to 56 miles on electric power alone, enough to cover many daily commutes without using a drop of fuel. What impressed me most wasn't just the electric range, but how smooth everything feels. When the 1.5-liter turbo engine finally joins in, the transition is almost impossible to notice. No sudden noise, no harsh vibration, just seamless power delivery. Even the braking feels well calibrated, avoiding the jerky low-speed behavior that ruins many hybrids. I spent days trying to find the weak spot in this powertrain. Honestly, I never really did, and that's not something I expected from a $32,000 SUV. 3. The road behavior. Then came the twisty roads. Let me be honest, I did not expect to have fun driving the Omoda 7. Mid-size family. SUVs are not supposed to be fun. They are supposed to be practical, comfortable, and forgettable. But somebody at Omoda did not get that memo. The steering is well weighted, the grip is impressive, and when you select Sport mode, the throttle response sharpens up enough to put a genuine smile on your face. I drove it back-to-back with a Hyundai Tucson PHEV, and the Omoda was the one I wanted to take on the back roads. Is it a sports car? Absolutely not. But it is more engaging than it has any right to be at this price. And that is the kind of surprise that changes how you think about a brand. It corners with confidence, the body stays reasonably flat, and the brakes give you real feedback. I keep asking myself, how are they delivering this for the money? 4. The everyday practicality. Of course, a family SUV lives or dies by its practicality, and this is where I expected to find the compromise. A huge battery, an electric motor, and a petrol engine all packed. Under the floor usually means either no boot space or no rear legroom. But the Omoda 7 gives you both. The rear seats offer genuine legroom for adults, 3 across if needed, and the boot swallows 639 liters of luggage. To put that in perspective, that is nearly 200 liters more than a Nissan Qashqai. The interior storage is clever too, with a huge open shelf under the center console, hidden cup holders, a ventilated storage bin under the armrest, and door bins that actually fit big water bottles. There are even built-in fragrance dispensers that pipe sense through the air conditioning, which sounds like a gimmick until you realize your car always smells like a premium hotel lobby. But the real shock was not the space. It was the technology that fills it. 5. The tech that works. I have driven enough Chinese brand SUVs to approach the technology with cautious optimism. Big screens are great, but only if the software behind them makes sense. The Omoda 7's infotainment is responsive. The graphics are crisp, and yes, the menus can be a bit buried. But here is what surprised me. The physical controls are still there. Real buttons for drive modes, real buttons for the demisters, and a layout that does not force you to dig through 3 sub-menus just to turn on the seat heater. That 540-degree camera system, which sounds like marketing nonsense, actually works brilliantly in tight parking spaces. The cooled wireless charger keeps your phone from overheating on summer days. A small detail that shows someone actually thought about real-world use. And the 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty with included breakdown cover. That is not just confidence, that is a statement. 6. The economics. But here is the surprise that ties everything together. The ownership economics. This is a plug-in hybrid that fast charges from 30 to 80% in 20 minutes. Most PHEVs force you to crawl along at home wallbox speeds, but the Omoda 7 lets you top up properly at public chargers. Combined with that 745-mile total range and a benefit-in-kind rating of just 9%, this is not just cheap to buy, it is cheap to own, cheap to tax, and cheap to run as a company car. I worked out the numbers against a Ford Kuga PHEV, and the savings over 3 years are genuinely staggering. We are talking thousands of pounds kept in your pocket, not through compromise, but through smarter engineering. So what is the biggest surprise after buying the Omoda 7? It is not one single feature. It is not the price, the range, the warranty, or the performance. It is the realization that a car can offer this much and still ask for so little. It is the moment you stop making excuses for it because of the badge on the bonnet and start judging it purely on what it delivers. The Omoda 7 is not perfect. The infotainment menus could be cleaner. Some of the lower plastics are harder than they look, and Euro NCAP testing is still pending. But the surprise is that those feel like minor footnotes in what is otherwise one of the most compelling family SUVs on sale today. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and subscribe to Supercar for more honest, no-nonsense car reviews. Drop a comment below and let me know, would you take a chance on the Omoda 7? Or does the badge still matter to you? I will be down there replying to every single one of you. Until next time, drive safe.
with